What up, boys and girls? I assume there'd be no girls watching, but could be wrong. Anyway, welcome to the second episode, BS Sports Talk Show, host, podcast, dynasty, whatever this is. It's a weird week. We all know that there's a couple games. Well, one game now canceled, postponed. Patriots game, Logan just mentioned that they might be playing it tomorrow night. Might have just announced that. Anyway, so yeah, the COVID thing here. We got the Titans, not Tanner. Your team kind of just fucking blows and can't have fun. We kind of all saw it coming, though. That we knew there was going to be something that happens, and 2020 isn't normal, so we knew games are going to get pushed back, or we would hopefully see maybe Tuesday night games, which would be, I would like it, but anyway, I like more sports on every day. But Logan, you got anything to say about COVID or anything here before we jump into the games?
I think the Titans purposely got COVID so that they could just end the season undefeated. I think that's actually what's happening here. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. So they're trying to just end the NFL season undefeated.
I mean, that sounds like the most likely and plausible thing, if you were to ask me. I mean, Tannehill's kind of the best, the GOAT. And being from the Dolphins, you think, he would know what undefeated feels like, being the only franchise to ever do it. But whatever. I digress. All right, we'll jump into the games this week. The first Thursday night game, I don't know if many of people even watched it. 2-0-3 teams. Somebody had to get their first win. I picked the Jets. Logan actually had the Broncos. Broncos covered. It was like Jets favored -1. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty shitty game, but whatever.
How bad do the Jets have to be to let Ripien have that good of a game? Like, he didn't have a great game. Like, he looked like a practice squad quarterback, but, like, he put up a lot of points. Like, that offense was humming.
Yeah, I don't know. Sam Darnold just is a disappointment to me. Anyway, we'll jump to the actual first game today, which is the Cardinals we have here. The Cardinals favored over the Carolina Panthers by 3. Personally, I think the Cardinals are probably going to win and cover that spread. So, just quick, DeAndre Hopkins is a savage. So that's all I got.
So I think the reason why a lot of people were picking the Panthers here was because Hopkins and Kirk were both supposed to be extremely questionable, like doubtful. Looks like Hop's going to go, and it also looks like Kirk's going to go. Your screen is going away. I don't know if that means anything, but I think that it will. It's Cardinals going to take care of business. I mean, they lost last week because he threw 3 interceptions. I don't think Kyler's going to do that this week against that Cardinals defense. Christian Kirk probably a smash playing dynasty this week or in a daily fantasy this week, just because Cardinals or the Panthers can't stop the run. Next game, let's go.
Next game, cool. So you can go Ravens. It's the Ravens versus the other team, the Washington football team, -13.
My favorite football team name. It's the best. I think that is it 13. I last time I looked, it was 14, but
13.5.
I think that Lamar looked like shit on Monday night, and he's going to come back and just be an absolute monster. I don't care how good that pass rush is. He's faster than all of those pass rushers. They're gonna smash.
The Ravens are gonna win by more than 14. I think Lamar Jackson is gonna pass a lot better than his Monday night game. I think they're just gonna come out and just smash this team to be like, all right, yeah, that wasn't us on Monday.
Especially because I think Terry McLaurin might not play.
And is Chase Young out? I haven't looked either on that.
I don't know. I think that we're going to look like idiots if they lose this game, but I don't think they're going to lose this game.
I mean, they may not cover the 13-point spread, which is just a lot. Which is now I looked at on ESPN, it's 14.5, but I go off DraftKings is how I do it. But yeah, Chase Young's out. Yeah, McCorland's still questionable. So yeah, who really knows? The next game we got here is the Cowboys versus the Browns, which you can lead it off here because it's big for you.
Yeah, I think that the Cowboys are going to win this game. I just don't think that the Browns can keep up with them. I think that if the Browns want to run the ball and just play possession, the Cowboys can also do that. But they can also put up more points than almost any almost any team in the league because they like to figure out ways to lose games. But Dak is. I don't know what to like how to explain Dak. Dak is like the guy who like he looks really good, but then he puts himself in a situation where he makes a mistake that makes him have to win the game. It's like he's making his own problem.
Is that the curse of the Cowboys? Because wasn't that Tony Romo's deal too?
But I mean, Romo never had as much talent around him as what he's got right now. Dak's this. It's insane.
Just a quick thing. We do the pick 'em for who we guess is QB is gonna pass the most yards and most touchdowns, and then running back rush most yards, wide receiver receive most yards. Dak the last 2 weeks has led in passing yards, so he does get just a ton of yards up there for that Cowboys team. That has a lot of good receivers. But that's your lock of the week this week. But I don't think they're gonna win. Personally, I think the Browns has been living. I think the Browns are gonna win straight up. I take the money line. They I don't know. They've impressed me. 30 points 2 weeks in a row, and offense. It's got to be good with their wide receivers. So I just believe in them. Speaking of locks, what was that? Who have they played?
Who have the Browns played?
Hey, it don't matter. They played 3 football games and they're 2-1. All right, that's all that matters. So that was your lock of the week, was the Cowboys, and then we'll switch to the next game, which is the Colts versus the Bears, and that's my lock of the week. Actually, I have the Colts. Lock it up. They cover that 3-point spread easy over that weak Bears team. That's all I got for you.
All right. So, Colts defense has looked very good. It also has looked very bad. I think Leonard is out again this week, which is not a good thing for the Colts. The Bears defense has not figured out how to stop the run this year. They just made Todd Gurley look like he has 2 working knees, and as we all know, he doesn't.
Speak for yourself.
I think Jonathan Taylor's going to smash this week. Fun fact, I was reading earlier today that the only quarterback in the NFL that has not had a 3-and-out is Phillip Rivers. That's going to stop this week. The Bears defense looked a lot different in the second half versus the Falcons. But the Falcons just in general look different in the second half. It's like they forget how to play football. So I don't know. But I think that with Foles there, as long as we can play, these teams are kind of built very similar. They want to run the ball a lot, limit the amount of times that their quarterbacks take snaps and pass. But I think that it's going to come down to the Bears have a better defense. The Bears' defense is looking like it's starting to click, and Quinn's supposed to be playing, I think, this week. So I think it'll be a good game.
I just think the Colts are going to... I cannot see a world where the Bears are 4-0. I mean, it is 2020, I guess. And the football game did just get canceled because of a virus. So I guess the Bears could be 4-0. I mean, anything can happen.
I would tell you that the team has one of the best pass rushers in the league. Has a great defensive lineman. Like top 5 sack leader, and on the other side of his other pass rusher, as the best safety in the league right now, and a corner who's been a multiple Pro Bowler. I think they're not bad. You'd be like, oh yeah, that team sounds like they're pretty good. And you're like, oh, it's the Bears. You're like, oh, they're going to be terrible.
But they're
just
because
their offense was.
Anyway,
they got a Mitch Trubisky stink on them still. We gotta get that stink off.
Speaking of getting that stink off, we're getting off that stinking game to go this stinky game, which is the Jags versus your stay away Bengals. You basically stay away from this game, but I'm pretty confident on the Jags having that coming off a Thursday night. They get those extra couple days, and they don't look too bad. They just made a couple mistakes. The shitty Dolphins, but it's a Thursday night game. But having the extra time, I think they're going to win pretty handily today.
So I thought that all week. And then I was reading to 2 different things today that were talking about how Burrow has been pressured more than every quarterback in the NFL. And the one thing that the Jacksonville Jaguars have done extremely poorly is rush the quarterback. I think that this is just the week the Burrow gets off the loss week. I really like Gardner Minshew. I was the one saying he should have won the rookie of the year last year instead of Kyler. And everyone thought I was crazy. They're like, he's terrible. That's why they're essentially my stay away game. I could see this going either way, but I think that Joe Mixon gets going, and we get to see what Burrow can actually do versus when he has more than a half a second of time.
Next game, Bucks Chargers. 7-point spread right now for the Buccaneers. We both have the Bucks. I have it as a 50-50 toss-up just because I'm not sold on the offense yet, but you're pretty high on the game.
Bucks Chargers. I just think that Tom Brady.
That's pretty much what I was thinking too. All right, we can go next game then. This is my stay away game. The Vikings Texans.
Okay, real quick. I think that the reason why people think that there might be a chance against the Chargers or the Chargers are going to win is because that Herbert looked good against the Chiefs. He didn't really look good last week. I mean, he didn't look bad. But they weren't expecting him, so it was just a different quarterback. I think that's the whole thing. He's still a rookie quarterback.
For sure. And then next game is just the 3.5 spread for the Texans. I have stay away, but I have the Vikings. You have the Vikings pretty much same spot. Stay away from this. Is going to be a toss-up game. Both teams couldn't put up a lot of points, and then also the defenses could show up all of a sudden. They have the players on both squads to make things happen. But yeah.
I mean, Justin last week went for like 7 catches for like 170 or something like that. What was the stat line? It was insane.
Yeah.
I don't expect that this week, but pretty cool if it did. But it's really going to come down to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is what runs that offense. What I've been saying runs that offense. They got him going last week. He looked good. I think that's what's going to happen again this week. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, week 1 had 130 rushing yards. I think that's going to that's how you beat the Texans. Is you just run the ball down their throats. Bill O'Brien's an idiot and needs to be fired. I'm going to say it every week until he gets fired. But I think that the Vikings are going to cover and probably win.
Speaking of probably win, a Saints versus Lions. I have Saints barely here. I'm kind of a stay away game, but I don't know. I'm just not sold on Drew Brees yet, but he's still good.
Have you watched any of that Brees has played in?
Yeah, I've watched a lot.
You can see that he sees that deep ball. And you know how he's always he almost cocks his shoulder back to throw it. You can see him get ready to do that, and he's like, I can't make that throw anymore.
Old.
It's like he sees you can truly see that he is still 100% sharp with all of where the ball needs to be. He just knows that he can't make those plays anymore, which would be crazy. The crazy thing is could you imagine if Jameis does what Jameis should be doing and just sit back there and listen to Drew Brees, and then next year, or even if something happens to Brees, he comes in, he could be so fucking good.
You're expecting Jameis Winston to listen?
I think Jameis Winston has been also surrounded by really, really bad coaching his entire career, but he's got so much fucking talent. Dude.
Fair. Anyway, speaking of so much talent, the next game, well, we're going to skip. You see the Steelers-Titans, COVID, whatever. Fuck that game. Super talented team hosting the Seattle Seahawks. I, of course, Homer, I got to go with the Dolphins, but I'm actually, as I've been reading everything this week, I feel pretty confident with Chris Carson being limp to just being all right, let's sit back and don't let Russell throw for a fucking trillion yards and DK go over top and let their fucking backups, who's also are injured on their depth, try to run on him. So, I don't know, I'm pretty confident about this week. Pretty confident.
Also, Chris Carson hasn't done anything on the ground. He's beaten everyone, or he's got all his points really is through catching.
Through catching.
Have you seen Travis Homer? Homer was playing. He was pretty decent.
Homer's
last year
from Miami, played in Miami University, so that's the Homer game. So that was one thing that scared me about if he played the backup role this game. But I still feel confident. I don't know. I got a feeling about the Dolphins this week. And looks like Matt might too because he's got them. But it's a 5.5 point spread.
I think that the Seahawks win here by double digits.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Speaking of double
Like,
digits, this is a 13.5 point spread for the next game.
If you were to tell me that game was 11.5 points, I would probably still take it.
That's just rude. That's just straight rude. Well, this is a 13.5 point game for the Rams over the Giants. We both chose the Rams. I have them a little further down just because a 13.5 is kind of hard to. I mean, the Ravens are in the same area. They have the same 13.5, but I'm more confident about that. It's just a 2-touchdown game is tough to bet on.
I do agree with that, but there's also the thing that Danny Dimes is going to turn the ball over 2 times minimum. I would actually like to know what the prop is on how many turnovers he has, and I would take the over. I just don't like the guy. I don't know. Like he is kind of, he reminds me of Trubisky almost. Like he's got a little bit of like that like sometimes he looks really, really, really good, and then other times you're like, what the fuck was that guy thinking? And I know it's just a young quarterback in him, but I don't know. Like he's also got he's got a little bit of mobility like Trubisky. He doesn't take care of the ball like Trubisky. Giants drafted Mitch Trubisky. But yeah, I think that the offensive line for the Giants is really what's the problem more than anything else.
100%. 100%.
They're playing against this guy named Aaron Donald.
Yeah. And
so yeah, I think you're just going to take those 2 touchdowns and it's going to be fine.
Well, you didn't choose this next team last week because you had to be proven. So did Josh Allen do enough for you to be favored again this week by 3.5 over the Raiders? Because I think he is. It's pretty confident, and they're 3-0 right now. But what do you?
They should have lost that game last week.
They should have lost, but they didn't.
God, there are just certain quarterbacks where I feel like I'm never going to get on board. Like I like watching Josh Allen play, but he also, like, when you watch him, he doesn't look like an NFL quarterback. He looks like a guy who's not playing schoolyard football and he's just taking over. It's very fun to watch. It's just I feel like if I was a fan, I would just be a little hesitant.
I am a fan, and I'm a Dolphins fan. I love Bills Mafia. Josh Allen's a savage. So
I'm still really looking forward to the Josh Allen Patrick Mahomes throw off. When Josh Allen was on Pardon My Take earlier this year, he said that when they play, they're going to try to do it at halftime. So if they actually do it, it's going to be so fucking cool. But I don't know why they didn't do it this summer and just like have like
COVID
at two different stadiums and just have like walk out the times. It would have been so fun to like raise money. I probably would have donated to watch that. If they would have like done it like behind a paywall stream, I would have paid $5 to watch that. I think it would have been 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I think Josh Allen's got a better arm than him. Good morning, Callan, by the way. Hi, everyone in the stream. I see 6 of y'all in here. I don't know who's all in here, but hey, if you want to comment or whatever, you can comment in the chat. We can see it. Yeah, but I think, well, as you look here, we're going to go to the next game. The next game was supposed to be the Chiefs-Patriots, but it's been up in the air, but it looks like it might be played Monday. It's a 7-point spread, I think is what they had it last when I looked at it, or something around there. I don't remember. We could look. Geez, that's a good question. I don't think Cam's going to be quarterback, so I think that the Chiefs big either way. Because Cam can't play. If you got tested positive, you got to go into lockdown.
What happens if they play Stidham, and then Stidham just comes out and just rips off like 4 touchdowns and 300 yards?
Then
what do you do then?
What do you do then? Cry because it would be like, oh my god, this is how Tom Brady started his career. He took over for an injured player and then came out and just never lost a job for 100 years. And then as the Dolphins fan, I would be like, fuck. But yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna happen, Logan. That's not gonna happen.
I don't know. I was a really big Stidham fan. He was not really heavily taken out of the. It was something like, I don't remember. We'll talk about some other time. But he transferred, and before he transferred, he fucking lit it up. Also, Josh Allen does throw the ball harder than Mahomes. I just looked it up. Mahomes throws the ball 60 miles an hour, and which is crazy to think about. And Josh Allen throws it 62.
Ouch.
Technically, he throws the ball.
My fingers hurt hearing that. Anyway.
100 percentile, and Mahomes is 99 percentile.
You guys want to talk about someone who doesn't throw the ball well? It's in the next game. We got the 49ers versus the Eagles. Why is this such a huge spread for the 49ers? I don't understand this game. I on ESPN here it's 9 spread, and on DraftKings it's 7.5. How I have it, I have the Eagles to cover that. But what the fuck?
But they don't have any offensive weapons.
What do the 49ers have? Do they even have players? Like, everyone's been hurt on their whole team. Like, if I go to their injury list, I got to go to click on full list to go find the rest of their players. It's the only team that I have to do that for. So I don't know. I just don't understand it. I think the Eagles could cover that pretty easily, I guess. But that's just how I feel. That's just
Yeah, I don't know. I think that there's just so much injuries over there. Mullins looked really good against. I mean, granted it's the Giants, but still, I don't know. And to talk to Devin's little comment there, I think
you're right, Callan.
The MVP candidate. You know who else is an MVP candidate going into last year? Mitch Trubisky. Let's calm that down. It's week 3. It's week 4. So let's wait for a couple. Let's see some more games happen here. But yeah, I'm not saying he's bad. That he's having a good or not having a good year. He's just I don't think he's that great. Last week I'm just out there. We'll see.
Greatness. Last game, Monday night game, Packers Falcons. We all know the Falcons are going to get a lead early. Will they hold it? I think the Packers. This is one of my close to lock of the week here. I think the Packers are a great team, no matter who's Aaron's thrown to. So I think they could still win, even though it's a 7-point spread still. But I still think they cover it.
I honestly would put them higher if I knew for sure Davante Adams was going to play. I feel like Davante Adams, like he just gets such a high workload that he always just has hamstring issues or like is a toe or something like that. But he gets like when he plays, he gets like 11 targets a game. It's insane. I think that if he plays for sure, I'd move him up to like right at my lock of the week. Rodgers is just continuing to say like, "Fuck you, I'm the best quarterback in the league. Why did you give me more weapons?" Yeah. I hate it, but
I called it last week. I said it on here last week. MVP Aaron Rodgers at the end of the season. It'll be Danger Russ versus MVP or first MVP Aaron Rodgers, and they'll be fighting off for to win the NFC. It's gonna be what it is. Confident.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick them, but let's get into some dynasty.
All right, let's pop. All right, let's go here first. We're gonna go to the standings, and here's the current standings of the Dynasty League for everyone in here. Logan down here on the bottom, down here with Trevor, Devin, and Wheat. Sorry guys, you guys just aren't making it. Those 3 on top are looking pretty good. Tanner, AJ, and Matt. And these top performers on here on the side are not updated from Thursday, but they are updated. I'm popped in here to the Dynasty League app, and it looks like you guys are all popping off. Anything you want to say about the standings while we're just looking at it here, or do you want to pop right into matchups?
I don't know how much you're watching what happened this week, but AJ made some questionable moves. I actually had to text him to see if he was drunk because they were so bad of moves. After the news that Lazard got indefinitely, about 20 minutes later, AJ drops Michael Pittman, who just had surgery. So I guess, okay, you drop your second round wide receiver for a guy named Malik Taylor, who in his career has played 3 games and scored 0 fantasy points, and was actually, I think he's still actually on the practice squad. He might have been promoted. And then he dropped Chase Claypool, who has had a pretty good rookie season, for a guy named Darius Shepard, who for his career has negative 2.4 fantasy points. And then when I asked AJ what he was doing, he said, "Look at my record, look at yours." So, and then he dropped Jared Cook a little bit later and picked up Kendrick Bourne, which Okay, but now he would have been a good add at the beginning of the year when all the wide receivers for the 49ers were injured, and now all the 49ers are starting to get healthy. Like Debo's playing this week. It doesn't really make sense to pick him up. He dropped somebody else too that was kind of weird. But I ended up getting Claypool, and Bubs ended up getting Pittman, and there was 4 claims on Pittman and 3 on Claypool. And Matt probably should have gotten Claypool, but the person that he was going to drop to pick him up had already played, so he lost the waiver to me. But I texted him. I was like, "Oh, that's probably some bad luck there, Matt." Oh, and AJ also dropped Duck Hodges, which I don't know why he was still on this roster for Jacoby Myers. So, have you seen him? Like his mustache is so fucking big. It's amazing. You'll see him playing. He looks like OJ with a mustache. I don't know. Yep. But I think let me pull this up. But I think that he might have a chance of winning this because yeah, I mean that's what we were talking about today this morning. It was like, hey, where are these gonna go? Uh, Devin or Callan says that you're muted, but I don't know if I believe him or not. He could just be. I think that
Thanks, Cal.
it's just weird. We didn't know what was going on this morning. We all wake up. We're just like, are they going to play this week? What are they going to do? I don't know why they would push the Tuesday if they played on Tuesday. Why it would ever have been on next week? But let's just not talk about that. I think that Devin's going to win this week just because he's got more running backs starting. I think that that's how you win this league is just you got to have running backs starting, and he's got good matchups on all his running backs as long as Chris Carson can get points and play. I don't know, like it didn't really look that severe of an injury, but then they were talking about how dirty it was, and I mean it was definitely a dirty play.
Kyle Van Noy is going to shut him down. Shut him down. Kyle Van Noy is going to shut him down. That's what's going to happen. So he's going to be out of the game probably within the second quarter. You won't see any more Chris Carson. And the Dolphins are going to win by 3. It's going to happen, guys. I believe in it.
It looks like you got two Patriots starting for annual. Then I don't know how this goes. It's going to be a kind of a toss up, but I think I'm leaning a little bit. I mean, even percentages say they're leaning a little bit towards Devin. So go the old Dev.
Yeah, let's go Dev. And then the next game is Callan versus Brandon. Let's see here if we got any COVID problems. But I think it's favored to Callan here. But damn.
When that crazy man started seeing, I don't know, I talked to him about that. He put up 23 points for him.
I know he's taken advantage the last 2 weeks of those Thursday night games for sure. Dude, and we got a question in the chat. Should I start Fitzmagic today for fantasy? I think you should. I think that the Seahawks D has been giving up yards. So I think they should.
Who else?
I mean, yeah, who else you got? I mean, probably got like my guess would be, I don't know, who's starting for the Bears? Foles. I don't know who else would be on a roster, or on a free agency.
Yeah,
Teddy Two Gloves.
I mean,
Minshew.
so the thing is though with playing against Bubba is you've got Rodgers who can put up 40. You've got Zeke who can put up 40. You got Josh Jacobs who can put up 40. You got
But he's playing
He was
Buffalo.
gonna who can play.
He ain't put. Josh Jacobs ain't gonna do good against Buffalo. Buffalo's a stingy defense.
Just like he's got so many just good home
He
run
does.
hitters.
He does.
It does not feel that he played KJ Hamler with that 0, and that's
Oof.
probably, like, I think it's going to be a high scoring matchup, and I think that is probably what's going to win the week for Callan. I mean, 0 anywhere sucks.
Yeah, that's
Play
true.
Hamler.
0 sucks, and Callan's sneaking away with 37.5 points on Thursday night. He's probably gonna end up winning that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next game. Hey, it's Matt versus AJ. But Matt getting that 14.8. That's funny as shit. From Tippian. Ryan, whatever his name is, Rippian. But AJ's going to win this, dude. Those quarterbacks are ridiculous. Alvin Kamara is playing out of his mind. He has way too many Bears players. But AJ's team is just good as fuck right now. He's rolling. Until one of these guys gets hurt, which seems almost inevitable with the way Lamar Jackson plays in 2020.
And I think Kamara could easily be the highest scoring wide receiver or running back this week. Just the way that game's going to set up. And also, remember when I talked about, I think I was like, hey, Alvin Kamara is the most dangerous man.
Yeah, you were right.
That guy, it's the gold cleats. I think it's the gold cleats.
So you were talking about that, and I go to Next Gen Stats all the time. I'm going to try to bring it up here quick. But Alvin Kamara had like what they like rated as like the toughest run. He like broke like 9 tackles on that like screen pass that he got last week. I can't find it here, but anyway, I thought it was just a really cool stat. But Alvin Kamara's a beast. What game or what else? What's our next game here? Because we're both. I'm going to speak for you. I think AJ's going to win that because that team's hot right now. Unless one of them gets hurt, it's going to be tough to beat. What do you think?
Yeah.
You agree?
AJ wins that one pretty handily. But I mean, you also, I don't know where you can say that he's got an issue. I mean, he is starting Jeffrey Wilson.
Which is fine, dude, against the Eagles.
Yeah, he is the goal line back there, but is Coleman playing or is Coleman's on IR, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think Richard and Coleman are both out, so it's just him and McKinnon. This is just terrible.
Yeah, he's on
right now that we're doing.
Perfect. No, this is great, dude. This is excellent. This is excellent radio. What are you talking about? Everyone is like sitting on the edge of their seats right now, waiting for the next words to come out of my mouth.
I think that AJ runs away with this one, honestly. Like I really like Matt's team. But I mean, he's also got Kyler, Aaron Jones, Nuke. Like if Nuke and Kyler hook up for two touchdowns today, it's hard to beat that. Just that huge stack. And Mike Evans without Chris Godwin. Mike Evans, I was joking around Matt yesterday or after the game on Sunday. I was like, 2 catches, 2 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I was like, you can't be any more efficient than that. And that was actually the first time it's ever been done in the NFL. So he's probably going to get a few more yards this week. Probably a couple more catches, and I would assume maybe a touchdown. But
so look at I don't know if you can click on Mike Evans, but look at college. It says he's win too.
If you just click on, I don't know where you're trying.
Hey, I don't know.
You've got one screen.
Yeah. There you go. I guess you can see it there.
The fuck? That's a weird. I lived with someone who was at A&M the same time that Mike Evans was there, and she was friends with one of the tight ends that now played for the Viking or the Dolphins, and said that Mike Evans was like the weirdest guy there. So that he was so awkward, and Johnny Manziel was the biggest douchebag alive.
Should she bang him?
No, I don't think so. That'd be pretty cool though.
Boring story then.
Said that like as soon as Johnny started getting like good at football, he became like this like just absolute asshole. And before he would like not even like he would not like make eye contact with you, and like he was super awkward. All of a sudden, became Johnny Football.
Yeah, awkward. Next game is between Weepert and Tanner. That's a good transition, right?
Tanner win. Let's. I mean, I think that's the only way to win this.
That's a good. Yep, that's good coverage. Let's go to the next one, Trevor. Weaver be mad at me for doing that. I don't think Weaver. You got a lot of work to do on your teams, but I like the Stephon Diggs play, dude. Stephon Diggs has been a beast for Buffalo. Whoa.
So I feel like this is like Weaver has a lot of players that I also like, but it's weird that like actually both of his running backs I drafted and I've traded away for other things. I drafted Nick Chubb and then traded him for Andrew Luck, thinking that I just like absolutely stole him from Weaver, and then fucking Andrew Luck retires at 29 and just kills all of my fantasy team. Just absolutely destroys it.
You know what? I'm looking at this again. I think Weaver could win this week.
Weaver has like.
Okay, he could win.
I don't know if you call it like unlucky or what it is, but like he's got Henderson, who doesn't really have any competition. Robbie Anderson, who he can put up 30, he can put up 5.
I'm thinking that Stephon Diggs is going to definitely outdo because he's got John Brown.
I think what I'm looking at when I look at his team is like he's got Chubb, who is going to get you a consistent 10 points no matter what, and you can also go for 30. He's got Miles Sanders, who can do the same thing. And then it's like home run hitter Will Fuller, home run hitter Stephon Diggs, home run hitter Robbie Anderson. It's just there's so much variance with those wide receivers that he can either put up a really big week or just put up absolutely no points. I think that's his problem. Like they're very talented players. Like they're all kind of similar too. If you look at it, I think Weaver just maybe got a type, and he likes really fast, dynamic players. Like he's even got McLaurin on the bench. He's got Slayton on the bench. Those guys they're all like bomb. Like they can take any play for 60-yard touchdown, but they can also go a game with 3 catches for 30 yards. Which I mean, granted, you can say that about a lot of wide receivers. It's just it seems like that's what he does is he just like throws all those players in there. But Tanner's team, like as much as I hate to admit it, he probably has the deepest team, and it's weird. It's like he's really good at getting those players who slide. Like I remember no one really wanted Chark in the rookie draft. He picked him up. No one really wanted Daniel Jones either, and he got him late. He got Antonio Gibson this year late. I didn't even realize he had it until this week. I was looking around his roster. I was like, damn, he's got that guy too. He does have mega man Mo Alley Cox now. That guy is fucking huge. I think he wears like size 5X gloves. And he is just a massive man. He's also got Debo, which again, no one wanted Debo. And Tanner it's like he doesn't take like the sexy player that everyone wants, especially in Dynasty. That's like one of those dynamic players. He just picks, they say he's going to be good. And then they're pretty good. But yeah, I think with all those quarterbacks too, that would be just a pain in my ass if I had that many. Like, knowing who to start, I would kick myself in the ass all the time. He's got 5 starting quarterbacks.
Meth was Robbie Anderson's drug of choice. Is Robbie Anderson's drug of choice. No, I'm not knocking him for it. I just think he likes it. Or speed. Or he's a speed guy.
You think so? I think so. I think just maybe like some speed or Adderall just right before.
I think that's why he went to meth. He got up to meth, but he's a classy meth guy. He's a classy meth user.
I don't think that
crack cocaine.
There is such thing as a classy meth user.
Then we got your game versus Trevor. Trevor's gonna beat you. It's easy as that. I mean,
especially after Mr.
24.
Melvin Gordon decided, which is actually good for me, I guess. In all of my leagues, I pretty much have Melvin Gordon because I saw him in the 4th round, and I was like, I'm going to take Melvin Gordon there every single time. So I just got so many shares of him.
Wow, what a matchup!
Got McKinnon, who is like a home run hitter, like of all home run hitters. Jonathan Taylor's going to get 100 yards and a touch probably. Galladay is the linchpin of that offense. DJ Moore, he needs to score a touchdown. Like he just needs to score a touchdown.
Hey, we got another question here from Perp Hayes. Who would you start? Randall Cobb playing the Vikings or Robbie Anderson playing Arizona?
Robbie Anderson.
Would say Robbie Anderson as well. But Callan says Randall Cobb. Robbie Anderson's a savage. And yeah, we got 3 for Robbie. and 1 for Cobb. So you do with what you want. Sorry for interrupting you, but questions come in from the fans. We go directly to the fans.
Get it. Excuse me.
Peterson might shadow Robbie, but Peterson, has he really been anything this year, let alone like the end of last year? I mean, I don't think he's been anything special.
He's not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think. Are they shadowing? I
don't know if they do that. I don't even know if they do that or not. And who would shadow Robbie Anderson? It's not like, I don't know. It's not like he's
not the number 1.
Yeah, and he's not
shadowing.
It'd be DJ Moore, right?
DJ Moore is the number. And also, like, I don't know. I think maybe. Hold on 1 second.
You're good. We're gonna mute him. What's going on, chat here? What else? Well, do we want to look? Do you want to see what the trade that Logan sent out to everyone? Just kidding. I was trying to think of what else I could bring. Oh, we did DraftKings, right? We do a little DraftKings here. He's back.
Let's do a little. You guys, we kind of went over that. I'm gonna call AJ, and I want to just have a little guess on the.
Well, he can no. He can get in Discord. He can just join Discord, and I can bring him in, man. You can shoot him a text. Tell him to get on.
Well, I'm gonna see if he'll answer. We'll get a live.
Let me see if he's. Let me make sure he's in here.
What are you doing?
Oh, he is in here.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I was going to see if you wanted to jump in the Discord and talk about some moves you've made.
Ring sweep.
I would love to, but I don't have Discord on my phone either. So.
All good, man.
We're live right now. Do you want to just speak to the questionable drops?
Are you trying to get like a statement or something?
Yeah, I would just like a statement for the questionable drops.
Questionable. Dude, I feel like I'm getting attacked right now, and I know it's live, and
AJ, I'm on your side, bro. Do your best.
Here's my answer. I play my best fantasy football when I go with my gut. When I'm not listening to podcasts, when I'm not listening to people who think they know what they're doing, I built this team on gut reaction. And look where I'm at now, 3-0. Oh, how did you get Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson? With my goddamn gut.
Well, actually, you got Patrick Mahomes because you threw a fit that I tried to trade for him also, and you threw a chair into a wall, so I stopped also.
Hey, Dave, that's not true.
What I did was I gave up what was necessary to get Patrick Mahomes. There was no chair to the wall.
I vividly remember you trying to
trade. What was the trade, though? I don't really remember.
A first and a second round pick, and I tried to trade also, and then Callan's like, hey, Logan's trying to trade for me. You say, God damn it, Logan, and threw your chair.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah. I think the only reason you did that is because you know I was going to get Patrick Mahomes out of that deal.
So
you tried to cuck it out of me. I gave up.
I legitimately was going to draft Patrick Mahomes or Jimmy Garoppolo, and I picked Garoppolo because Callan was right behind me. I remember this to this day because Callan was right behind me in the draft, and I knew that I thought he was going to take Mahomes.
Callan,
so take G, and then I was going to come back and get Mahomes, but he picked Mahomes before I could, and then he only picked him so he could trade him to you because he was drunk.
Hey,
I have balance, so I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll text you later, or text me if you want to play some video games. I will defend your statement now that you just do what you want to do because it's your gut.
And because you're savage, AJ. Do you live your best life?
All right. I don't like part of my take when they talk about being a football guy. Oh, they don't listen to look at all these stats, Logan. You know what I mean? Just go with a guy or what they feel is right. You know, Curtis Claypool, I think it's Kurt.
That's not even his name. So
And Logan's probably close
it's Chase.
But anyway,
It's Chase.
It's like this year, the Sun Belt Conference.
Ask him about his mullet.
Are you there's a question from the chat. There's a question from the chat. Would like to know what your statement is on your mullet.
I really wish I could grow it out more. I really do. I was listening to Billy Ray Cyrus. I want my mullet back.
Oh my god.
I kind of want one. And I was getting my hair from Mariah, and she started doing it. She's like, man, I really think you look good with the mullet. And I looked at her, and I said, I think I would. So anyway, we cut it, and it's starting to really flow in the back here. And when I poof it up, it looks a lot better. But see, the problem is I can't grow it out long. You know, 'cause people, I mean, like now I can conceal it, but soon I won't be able to.
Also, I don't think that your hair. I've cut your hair before. I don't know if you can physically grow long hair. Like it's so thick.
I know.
All right. Well, I will. We'll talk later. I also think that I don't know what you're doing. You could have literally just put both of those players on IR and then picked up those players.
Yeah. Well, Logan, I'm 3-0, and you're 1-2, about to be 1-3.
You're about to be 4-0.
You probably went for this week.
All right, bye.
All right. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you later, bud. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
There's the definitive words from the Alan McNeil.
Who says the words, "You would look good with a mullet"?
Who says I was listening to Billy Ray Cyrus? I want my mullet.
I didn't even know that was this. Oh my god. Alright. Anyway. Everyone got a sneak peek there at my DraftKings. I don't know if you saw it as well.
Didn't. I was actually going to pull my too and see.
You said something about Kamara's been the best. I got him this week. Oops, shit.
I think I have Kamara in my roster.
It's hard not to take him.
8 fucking people in there this week? Holy fuck.
8 people 2 weeks in a row now. We could get Perpez in here if he'd sign right up. But so anyway, we got an hour till football, right? Till the Dolphins win again.
I jammed in all the running backs that I could in my roster. This is who I've got starting. I'm just gonna tell you my starting running backs. I got Zeke, Kamara, Chubb.
Damn.
Jammed them in.
Damn. Let's see how that works for you. I don't know what else you want to cover. Do we want to cover anything else? Or we're at 40.
Do you want to keep just one and talking to people? We can do that. Or we can see if anyone wants to jump into Discord.
I mean, is there anybody out there? Let's see. Here's a Discord. I know Weeper might be here somewhere. Let's go to Bum Nation quick. See if anybody's on here. No. Weeper, you out there?
Let's we could bring Weeper in. That'd be a good one to talk to.
Weeper to Callan.
Or Callan.
I know. Or
Yeah,
Mason.
Callan's always a good person to talk shit to, or to ask him questions about his picks.
I invited him to the Discord chat.
Hello?
Oh, look who made it.
Not my computer, so I don't have face cam, I don't think. That's how you do it on here.
What's going on?
No,
Probably do it on there.
Watching
What-
a great show.
Welcome to the BS Sports Talk Show podcast, Dynasty League Show podcast show.
It's been great. I love hearing about all the mullet details.
What are your opinions on the mullet or a mullet?
Oh my god, I told him it was disgusting first time I saw it.
But now?
It's still disgusting.
Oh. Are you preparing for the football day, or what are you doing?
I just got done cleaning the apartment pretty much, so yeah, I'm done now. Ready to go.
Nice. You got your lineup in, it looked like. Both that
Yeah.
Dynasty and DraftKings.
I've never used this on my phone, so I'm still trying to figure this out. Hold on.
That's all right.
I didn't tell you my league pad. My DK, I got fucking Chubb, Henderson, Dangerous.
Speaking of Henderson, let's talk about that. Like, why did like everyone just assume that he was bad?
I don't know.
I
I drafted him. I felt
here.
Same with
I
him.
liked him out of Memphis.
Oh,
Memphis
that's
is
not the
just
right
turning
Henderson.
out.
He looks to me like a D'Angelo Williams clone. I think he's gonna be real good.
Well, Williams is bigger than him, I'm pretty sure. But he's a little
It might
back.
be just
Like,
the dreads. It might just be the dreads. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's just D'Angelo Williams. I'm pretty sure was not back, but like Henderson, like was his knock in college or coming out of college was he was going to be too small to carry the workload. But he averaged in college like 9 yards per carry. I was obsessed with him. I thought that's who the Bears should have drafted, and then they could just like run like a two-headed monster with Cohen and him. And then instead they went and got slow, fat Iowa State
It's
shithead.
gonna be real interesting when Akers gets healthy, though. I don't think Akers is that good. But I don't know. Possibly. He looks like he's probably gonna be like the goal line guy. But
I think that you also like haven't really seen what he could be
That's
because
true.
I mean his stats were good last year, but he also had the worst offensive line in college football. So I was a big fan of Akers. I've thought about trading him, and I've sent out some offers with him in there, but then I'm gonna pull all those out. I pulled all those out. I'm gonna keep him. Oh, and Weeper's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's back. He's here. No, he's here. All right.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know if I can really
Oh.
have a better screen with you guys.
There we go.
I'm too concerned about it, but I think that Henderson we all gave up on too soon. I think he's gonna be pretty good.
Well, that's like another guy I'm holding on my bench, Justice Hill. I think right now he's been kind of chilling, but I think come next year, Mark Ingram probably won't be around. Maybe I don't know, Gus Edwards. I think it's gonna be him and the Dobbins show. That'll be
I
terrible.
think it's purely the Dobbins show personally, but yeah. Justice
They
Hill,
run it too much.
if
Still
you've
gonna spread it out.
watched him in the NFL yet, like he wasn't very good his rookie year, and he's not very. I'm not a fan of him yet. But I think that you'd have a better chance of holding on to Bryce Love than you would.
I do love Bryce Love too. Daniel won't fucking trade him to me, that bitch. He's been a healthy scratch all season so far.
There's a lot of. I think that there's just so many good young running backs that you just don't know who's going to be the next one. Like, I was a big fan of this guy named.
Shut up.
2021.
Get out of here.
Hi, Alex.
I was a big fan of Swift. I thought that Swift was the second best running back prospect besides Jonathan Taylor. And then this guy named Adrian Peterson decided that he's going to come in and
Just
just
ruin everything.
not be old.
Dude.
I think Swift will be good. That one really bummed me out because I'm like, damn, that's it for Carry On. I think being like the dude.
Yeah, I mean, carry on. He's pretty much said like he doesn't think that he's a workhorse running back. The weirdest thing, like his statement that he said. Yeah, I don't really get that whole thing. But the Bears need a trade for some running back. I know that they just signed Lamar Miller to the practice squad, which I'm assuming once he gets all his testing and stuff done,
I said that was
he'll be.
It's like practice squad. Damn, he's making that Josh McCown money.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming that they'll probably bring him up once they know that he can figure out the offense. They have Artavius Pierce or something like that who got a bunch of buzz in the offseason. I've literally never seen a snap. I just was like, well, I don't really like dumbass, so I'll pick him up just in case. I feel like I'm just gonna keep talking shit about him until he becomes, and then I'm gonna look like an asshole.
I was kind of surprised they didn't try and like make a run for Freeman or something.
Freeman wanted they brought Freeman in, and he wanted too much money. Like that, he said that he wouldn't sign for anything less than $3 million. And then he signed with the Giants for $3 million. So I don't know. We'll see there.
Hey guys, I'm just looking at the the wide receiver pick'ems and whatnot, and
Yeah,
I did wide receiver yards. I chose DJ Moore. Logan chose DJ Chark. Logan chose DJ Moore, and Callum chose DK Metcalf. A lot of D and another letter.
Damn, I fucked up.
He should
Who did I
have chose
pick? I don't remember.
Will Fuller.
Will Fuller. Yeah, I did take that stack, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You must believe in the Texans today.
I'm gonna start building some lineups here real quick. I like to build like the 10-cent lineups on DraftKings, because one of these days I'm gonna hit it and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Last week I was 8 points away from 10 grand. I was 8 points away from 10 grand, and I ended up with $8.
That's what I won last week. I felt
That's
very
how
good.
quick that difference was. I had Lockett and Gallup, and then my dumbass changed AP, moved to AP instead of Mike. What's his name for the Cardinals, and that would have won me 10K. I did it right, and I did it 2 minutes before the game started too.
This is my DraftKings lineup. Let's see. Dangerous
I don't.
against that shitty Dolphins team.
Dude, you don't even know how good they are.
So usually I find like a game in like the slates to stack up, and I can't find it this week. Like
Ronald
doesn't
Jones.
seem like
Ronald
like
Jones.
really valuable.
St. Lenny's out this week, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah. Ronald Jones is gonna be.
I got
More.
Jones. I got Jones as well.
So
and-
I think the game that I'm going to stack that I think is going to be kind of contrary to everyone else is I'm going to go and find value in the Cincinnati Jacksonville game, and that's where I'm just hoping that game shoots out and hopefully wins me a bunch of money.
Yeah, I had Joe Burrow as my yards leader, and I switched him out for Deshaun. I mean, he's been chucking it. Fucking, what was it, week 1? He had like 60 attempts. Dude's chucking.
But so I feel like I'm building the lineup right now, where I'm starting with Burrow.
Oh,
I'm gonna
dude.
go Tyler Boyd.
NASCAR's today, boys.
Nice.
Oh, who's going to win NASCAR? Like,
That's Talladega today. No one knows, dude.
Is that Jeff Gordon?
you guys see? I feel like there's not too many people in the chat that would
No, there's
I
really
care
not
about
many
this.
people left.
Leicester City got fucked by West Ham today, like 3-0.
Yeah,
I think that's funny.
Who's Lester?
the molester.
Lester the Lester?
I think that we're gonna have a weird game of football, or a weird slate of football. I don't really have very much money in this week because I don't.
We're gonna close this out by covering the NBA Finals. So Lakers gonna sweep, huh, or what?
Heat are going to take the next game? Wait, they play at night, don't they?
Yes, they do, dude. Lakers are gonna win today. Dolphins are gonna win today. It's gonna be a great day for me. Last Thursday, it was the same way. What up, AJ? Welcome. A little late. We're just wrapping up here.
I think
Bam.
Heat are going to steal one.
No.
Bam playing tonight?
Let's click on it, but I don't think he is.
Dragic playing tonight?
I don't think they are.
Out for the
Come on, thing, load. Gamecast.
Yes.
Love the show. Thanks, bro. Love you too, man. Love your content. Love your mullet. Love you, dude. He's day to day. They both are day to day still, so it'll be just the last second. Hey, dude,
Game 4, they're going to come back. They're going to steal one.
Alright.
They lose.
I mean, I'm cool with that. Banged up Heat remain. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. A lock. You want to feel like he wants a lock on the games? Who was our lock? My lock is the Colts today over the Bears, or the Packers would be my top two, and Logan's would be the Cowboys and Bears.
I'll make an adjustment.
For the locks. Are you saying game to bet? Because if you really want to bet a game, bet the 5.5 with the Dolphins, because they'll win that 100% of the time today.
So I I'll talk about this real quick before we close out here. I bet all of the over, all of the unders, and then I teased it up to with 10 points up. So, but I'm rooting for the unders today. I literally said last week life's too short to bet the unders, and I'm doing it. So
Betting all of them.
go unders. Every single one. $1 wins me $52.
Callan, when are you gonna come in here and do your sideshow to tell us your locks? $5 to get a plus membership. Oh, never mind. That's the little spendy.
Plus membership.
Yeah, dude. Callan's
What is that?
got a fucking sick ass locks for his locks, dude. He doesn't just give them away. You got to pay for them. So, anywho, I think I'm gonna go shower
Probably a good move.
and watch some football. We gonna be in Discord to watch some football, or what are we doing?
I'll be around.
Watching
I'll be
some
around.
DraftKings in here. Hey, dude, I'm a bum. What are you thinking? Are you got plans today?
Set plans.
Or
The bum lives in the dungeon.
the,
He'll be here.
the bum lives in the sex dungeon. Love it.
Alright.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a while.
We'll see you later, boys. Thank you all
Good
for
job.
stopping. Take her easy.